What is going on, guys? It's your boy Slick Rick, and today we're back with a non-bullshit review for you guys. And that review is going to be on the Centurion Mark 1. This is a tank that I haven't touched since last patch. It was added 1.67, I believe, right? I believe so. Regardless, cool tank, right? Cool tank. It's faster than a normal Centurion. When I say normal Centurion, I don't know what I mean by that, because I guess this is a normal Centurion by definition, but it's lighter and faster than the 105 version and the Mark III version. The thing I love about this tank is just the gun, the rate of fire, and just the different things it can do. It's not a fast tank. It is definitely more maneuverable than the other Centurions, like I said, but on the battlefield, it's not a fast tank. It plays more like a heavy. But at this BR, it plays more like a heavy. It's got fantastic armor. Almost impenetrable, truth be told. Now, the reason I stumbled across this is you guys know I don't play 5.7 a lot. But to play in the 7v7, this was one of the tournament tanks. It was this, the M26, the Tiger, or the Panther, and that was it for the 7v7. Those were the mainstream medium tanks. This thing is fantastic. I spaded it, I aced it, and I love it. I have like a 74 to 22 KD right now with a 90% win rate. This thing is phenomenal. British teams stomp. And this thing doesn't matter if you get to 6.7. So let's talk a little bit about the highlights of this vehicle. 1, it gets smoke shells. 2, it gets APDS. 3, it gets smoke canisters. So smoke canisters are on the front. They're one deploy. You press G, and it'll launch 9 of these things, or 12 of these things, in front of you in a half moon shape. These are good for when you're repairing, when your teammates need to repair, when you need to back up out of fire, and when you don't have a smoke shell loaded. Now, smoke shells, you know, are direct fire. You shoot, they blow up, and create a smoke screen. These things are fantastic as well. So this adds versatility to this tank. It's a good support tank. It's a good push tank. It's a good defending tank. It's good for pretty much any role you put it in. Aside from the fact that it's kind of slow on the reactions, the skew rate on the turret is not the best. But its reload rate is really good. It's, I think, 5.9 seconds, I believe, on an ace crew, which is extremely fast to be launching these little needles. It's fantastic. So, I love this tank. How I would suggest playing it is however you like to play it. Its playstyle is just dependent on however you like to play. It upper front plates Panthers, so you don't really have to be afraid of them. Any Russian tank you go against can get easily dispatched with the APDS. I mean, it has 220 mils of pen from normal engagement distances, so again, you don't really have to worry. But the biggest selling point of the Centurion Mark 1 is the fact that it gets air support. Now, every tank in the game technically gets air support, but British air support at 5.7 is phenomenal. You have a Tempest, Mark 5, which can carry 4 RP3s and is arguably one of the best fighters at that BR. You also get the Wyvern at 5.0. Now, obviously, you have to shell out some Wallet Warrior status to get the Wyvern, but the Wyvern is phenomenal. 16 RP3s at 5.0. This Centurion gets up-tiered a lot, but the problem is, well, the problem for the enemy team is, you get a Jeep respawn because of it. You can kill all of the tanks still, and if you get a cap, you can spawn in a Wyvern. You are a time bomb. The thing with this tank is it can cause so much damage on the ground alone, but the fact of the matter is the entire time you're causing damage on the ground, you are a time bomb. And once you explode, you spawn in a Wyvern. It's like the worst time bomb for the enemy team that they could ever cause, which is hilarious. It is absolutely phenomenal in that sense. It plays a medium role like no other tank, arguably, in the game. It is such a good multi-purpose tank at 5.7. I think it could go up in BR. I've played this quite a bit recently in 6.7 games because we get it up tiered a lot. And like I said, I have a 90% win rate. You know, that's not give or take. That's just 90% win rate. You know, I get up to it a lot. I solo queue a lot, and losing 10% of your games out of, I think, 40 battles, it's a lot. That's a lot of winning going on around with the Cent Mark 1. It's absolutely beast. I'm sorry, I haven't slept yet today. It's currently 11 a.m. and I haven't slept since yesterday. I know it's weird, but yeah. I wanted to do a review on this tank just because I've been playing it for the tournament and I've fallen in love with it. I think Brits are on a comeback in terms of status in this game. A lot of people thought that the Brits were underpowered and couldn't kill anything. Now that AP's gotten buffed, they're doing better at lower tiers, and the higher tiers are still doing fantastic. Brits have some of the best air support in the game. In my opinion, I think Spitfires that can carry RP3s are super good. I think RP3s are the best rocket in the game. Just overall fantastic vehicles. So I'm excited to share this tank with you and tell you what I think about it. If you haven't grinded it yet, if you're past it in the tree, go back and grind it. You'll thank me later. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, in terms of a review, this is kind of biased. It's not biased, but it's kind of just me telling you I love the tank. You should go play it. There's no real numerical values to it. And the reason why is it's a 5.7 tank. You guys can all go check it out. I'm sure most of you have it. The only reason I'm making this review is because I'm sure a lot of you guys have passed it or are kind of just going around it because it's a new vehicle and you don't know if 5.7 is worth it. Well, I'm telling you it's worth it. Trust me. 17-pounder statistics. You guys have seen them on numerous other tanks, and that's it. So the time bomb goes off by T-44. What happens, baby? Here comes the Wyvern Pain Train. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll have another one out later on today. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm tired as fuck. Lost my tournaments this morning to a exploit. Apparently if you get face hugged, your gun doesn't shoot straight. Maybe I'll explain later. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Slick Rick out.
Bitter pill keep throwing you back. Nothing but empty sugar, no high, just crash. Tongue got me numb, I lose the words to tell myself how much you hurt.